We find ourselves in deep space, as a lifeless Kree warrior hangs suspended inside a secret laboratory, after going through what can only be best described as a grueling experiment. In the next room, a pair of humanoid scientists dressed in Shi'ar garb express their disappointment at the dead Kree's lack of resilience. One of them tells his partner that as weak as their specimen was, he still yielded results. Alarms within the facility suddenly blare, and the two scientists detect that 4 Explorer-class frigates have breached their defenses, and these ships are of Wakandan origin. One of the scientists reports that their defense batteries have been breached, while the other decides to face the incoming threat to their operation. Moments later, a platoon of Hatut Zarazi warriors, Wakanda's elite soldiers, breach the facility and scan the area.
Breach successful.
Contact?
Motion everywhere. Heat sinks are fewer and more isolated, but this area is clear.
Okay, radio him in.
No need, I'm already here.
One of the Hatut Zarazi expresses his concern for T'Challa's direct involvement in this operation. But his son and the second Black Panther, Azari, scolds the soldier for failing to realize the gravity of the situation. According to Azari, the time dilation that this excursion cost them is the price they have to pay for leaving their homeland in order to put an end to the threat besieging their empire. The few hours that they spent getting here is equivalent to years on other planets. So, they press on. And it's not long after that they encounter the same threat that forced them to go on this expedition. As a group of Xenomorphs stalk the Wakandan warriors, T'Challa gives the order to neutralize the threat. It takes the combined power of 2 Black Panthers mere moments to dispose of the Xenomorphs. Knowing that time is not on their side, T'Challa then commands the Hatut Zarazi to find who is running this place. Later, the Hatut Zarazi present their king with one of the scientists from earlier. One of the Wakandan soldiers informs T'Challa that the man in front of them was right in the middle of destroying all the facility's data when they caught him. The Black Panthers were able to salvage some of the information, and they report something truly disturbing to their king, that these scientists have launched the same weapon they used on Wakanda's intergalactic empire to 12 more worlds, and one of them is Earth.
What kind of monster are you?
Oh, I am much more than that, for I have such plans.
Benevolence, empathy, creation, the defining traits of the living. In these, you seem to be lacking. But that's because you're not Shi'ar, are you? You're not living at all. You're just a machine.
Just a machine. Tisk, if you prick me, do I not bleed?
Azari hands his father his sword at that moment, and he destroys the synthetic scientist with a single swing.
Bring the head. We're leaving.
As they're leaving, T'Challa lets his son know that this fight isn't about empires and kingdoms anymore. It's now about survival. We then find ourselves looking at the same weapon the synthetics sent to Earth. They're called seed probes, and each one contains 4 xenomorph queen eggs and 12 infected hosts set to land on the planet's densest population centers. Within minutes, they land on Earth, and chestbursters spring out from their hosts. Within an hour, these chestbursters grow into mature xenomorph drones, and a couple of days later, the queen eggs hatch and lay more eggs. It takes the xenomorph infestation only a month to lay waste to Earth and its immediate vicinity. The alien threat is so great that it has managed to destroy the inhuman city of Attilan with ease. Atlantis didn't even stand a chance, and even Wakanda's capital nation succumbed to the xenomorphs. The mutants, on the other hand, left Earth for Mars, with only En-Sabanur, also known as Apocalypse, staying behind to battle the killing machines. And after these creatures finished ravaging the world, the planet only had one stronghold left, a city owned by Peter Wayland and the Wayland Corporation. Carol Danvers approaches Bruce Banner on a balcony at the heart of that city. She asks Bruce if Valeria Richards has arrived after her solo mission. Valeria is the woman Bruce promised the Fantastic Four he'd take care of after they fell in battle to the Xenomorphs. Bruce fears the worst, as he hasn't heard from Valeria for a while now. But, as if on cue, Carol receives word that Valeria's ship has landed outside the city. Shortly after, Carol in her Captain Marvel uniform, a hulked-out Bruce Banner, and Miles Morales, the Spider-Man, rescue Valeria from the xenomorph-infested ruins. Sometime later, they regroup in the lab within Wayland City, where Valeria informs them that she has finally found the ultimate solution that will destroy the xenomorphs.
We tried everything. Science, magic, everything. Nothing ever worked. Nothing except starting sooner. And that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to create a virus that will kill all the eggs.
And with that, Valeria gets to work. Later that day, Bruce meets Peter Wayland, who informs him that it's only a matter of time before the city falls. They will have to decide to either fight or flee by then. That evening, Bruce pays Valeria a visit in her lab to bring her some food. He tries to open the blast doors, but it curiously doesn't register his identity. At that moment, a message that would rock Bruce Banner's world suddenly plays in front of him, as a hologram of Valeria plays a pre-recorded message.
Hey, Uncle Bruce, if you're seeing this recording, I'm sorry, but you can't come in. I wanted to do this. Defeat them. Win. Once and for all. I just ran out of time.
And this is where Valeria Richards reveals that she's been keeping a secret from everyone since she came back. That yes, she did manage to retrieve a xenomorph egg from the hive to formulate the virus they need. But in the process, the aliens got to her and planted a chest burster inside her body. Valeria's message ends, and Bruce already knows what has happened inside the lab. Still, he transforms into the Hulk to see for himself. He confronts the xenomorph born out of Valeria's body inside the lab. It spits acid at him, but the Hulk manages to tear out its throat. In the aftermath, Bruce can only cradle Valeria's lifeless body. Carol, Wayland, and Miles arrive a few moments later to see what has happened there, when, out of nowhere, a chest burster lunges in front of Miles and latches onto his face. Spider-Man passes out after the creature seemingly suffocates him. At that point, everyone in the room thinks that the only way to make sure what happened to Valeria doesn't happen to Miles is to burn his body right then and there. But we then discover that the symbiote in Miles' suit has infused with the chest burster.
We don't like this body, but it'll do for now.
It's then revealed that Spider-Man is still alive and well, as Carol helps him up. But at that same moment, the xenomorph symbiote hybrid attaches itself to Miles' costume.
Yes, we are fine.
Speak for yourself, because there's only one thing that's gonna make me be able to sleep at night. We've got to get the hell off this planet.
And with that, the wall crawler acquires a new suit, one that may perhaps be the answer to their problem. That's all for now. If you liked this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. For more amazing comic book content, check out the next video on your screen. We'll see you soon.